Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I just want to jump in real quick and let you guys know that this is going to be an episode with Äcrozi. I had to go and put this in there because it sounds audio without putting this in there first. So it just jumps right into it. It's on YouTube. You can go ahead and check it out. And no more holding back. Let's do this.
What do I use to go ahead and record? Like, what do I look at to say, okay, I'm going to use this to record?
Yeah, I can't say one thing. Let's say if I needed a random craziness piece, I could just take from your content very easily. It doesn't matter what time. It doesn't matter the video, but there is some lines in there. Stop touching my taco pussy was one of them.
And did you get that from one of my things?
Yes, that was from your video.
What do I use to go ahead and record? What do I look at to say, okay, I'm gonna use this to record?
Yeah, I can't say that.
Stay, make yourself at home here. Make yourself at home every day. Love to have you here. Right here.
All right, and right in front of me is Äcrozi. Both of us are fiercely typing in the background.
Both little mechanical keyboards.
Exactly. I gotta finish this up. Gotta finish this up. What I find is that we I don't know. I find that I am happy to be busy not doing work stuff, but it's work stuff. It's work that I rather do than actual job stuff. Lenight Luck says, so far I am PewDiePie in the Zavian, and Lenight Luck is sub battle. Oh yes, there is a sub battle between me and Lenight Luck, but that'll be for a different occasion. We're gonna have some fun maybe later on tonight. But I don't want to put too much out there. D says that might have been my fault. And Lenight says, "Hey, it's table drowning man, and we're gonna just get back into it." All right. So, to everyone who doesn't know, this is Äcrozi. He's made this world. He's made a few other worlds. He's incredibly skilled and very intelligent. If you haven't gone down and just had a conversation with him, he's definitely an incredible person to know. A good person, very wholesome. In fact, I like to say, I'm glad to at least get swear words out of you, Äcrozi, and someone that I can see if it's fitting, if Äcrozi in the future becomes the next billionaire tycoon with grand ambitions of teleporters or something like that, I wouldn't be too surprised it would come from his mind. A good friend, incredibly smart person, and a person who sticks his ground to what he believes in. This is Äcrozi.
Äcrozi, but hello.
All right, so let's dig down
on stream. By the way, I'd just like to let you know that you have the last week's podcast.
Oh yeah,
things up under.
See, I had it on the performance mode, so I didn't see that.
Be gone.
And there we go. It is now fixed. See, look, incredibly smart, and look, he's fixing me while I'm doing this for him right now. So let's get down to some of the nitty gritty questions here. Now, when you first worked on this, when I first met you, and I remember you was in the asteroid planet, and it was a very incredible place. You had a hidden stone where you can jump into the moon. What is your starting idea? Because that's not something you can just get store bought or a plain Jane thing. That's an original original idea. How do you start working on things?
How do I start working on my worlds?
Worlds, artwork. I don't know if you draw or not, but I was going to save that for later. You do? Okay. What?
Well, I guess like really where I start with stuff is like I get like it's like any other like person where you get like the sudden burst of of I guess what would you say like inspiration almost where like all of a sudden I don't know, because it's like it's more of like, you know, looking at something and being like, you know what, I want to try to attempt something like that. And obviously mine don't always come out as nice as I envision them, or as clean, or sometimes for maps as like less laggy. But regardless, they do come out, and it's either I look at them and I say I like it, or I look at them and I say I hate this and I scrap it completely. So it's either like I'll spend like 8 hours on like a drawing, or like 8 hours on a map, make it, and be like, you know what, this is shit, and just scrap the entire thing.
Well, I mean, that's like one of those things, like it's really good that to be able to have that's can we call it sort of a D or something, to take hours of work and just go like, this isn't good enough, you just throw it away and start anew. Does that
Determination?
Yes, it is determination. What like kind of drives you in it? Is it like you have to make it right, or this idea in your head has to be done a certain way?
It's like it has to be right to me. It has to be done the way I want it to be. Maybe it can be like a little bit different from like what I originally planned, which is always like, you know, if for the better, of course, of what I have to look at it though. But it's always like it's like I have to get it done the way I want to get it done, to the perfect way of like the way I envision it.
This to let you know too, I'm also like looking at the chat, and they're like having this full-on conversation with themselves. Okay, we're both on the same page. We're not ignoring you. If anything, I'm watching you see if there's questions you would like to know and throw out and there. But what's going out is just as entertaining. So we're going to continue on this street, on this beat. Anybody you know growing up that may have also had particular skills, or it's just like something you were self-driven to do, like you did you want to emulate somebody, or anybody inspire you? If you don't know their name.
Really inspired me. No one really inspired me, I guess, like, but like my determination to do like good and like other things have really just come from like the friends I hang out with. Still hanging with some of them today. I know like my one friend Mike, he's incredibly book smart. Like he's like easily like you could go to Harvard and like just blow like minds there and just like be like how good he is. Like he is phenomenal of how smart he is. But like he influences me to like just like make sure I do good in school. I mean now that it's sexist, we don't go to the same school anymore, but for like academic wise, it was always like really like him. And then like
is it like a rivalry, or is it kind of like, you know, like he's stepping up, I'm stepping up?
Yeah, it's more of like he's stepping up, I'm stepping up. I want to try to be equivalent to him. Of course, I know it will never happen, just because he's just one of those people that just like you tell him anything and like
he gets
in, like,
OCD driven.
Sense, like not really, I guess, but not like OCD driven, but like I guess if like you just like if like you're in like a class and you're teaching him how to like do like something with like maths per se, like he'll just look at it and be like, oh sweet, he'll just understand it instantly, and then he'll just move on with his life and he'll remember it.
The Night Lock threw a question out there, but actually this one is probably one more for me. It took me about I'll say about 4 hours for my model. That's because it's heavily done in Photoshop. And what I did was I sent Äcrozi the model or the link to get the model, I forget which one, and he went ham on it, and he made the blue version of the avatar with his face on it, and then he added him to the table. And there was a couple models like where it was a model of me in the world just standing there, and you were at the other end, so that's moved around a few times.
Oh yes, I do remember that.
I still like the fact we have the videos on there, because it is nice to look back and like, oh, that's the old world now. That was the like with Mike, when the world was just a platform.
Yeah. I do remember that.
And that blew me away, because the day before, you showed me this, you know, the world, and I was, well, no, you told me like, hey, I'm gonna make a world, and I'm like, Well, hell yeah, that'll be great. Be way better than this randomly messed up kind of world or random world that's out there in VR chat. And through the logo, the theme song, which Neville just changed. And I come back the next day like, what the fuck? Like, this is an actual world. Like, that's this. And I'm showing it off to my friends, whatever. Like, this guy built this. Like, look at this. And, you know, most of those are gamers, so they don't really understand what's going on there. Like, oh, there's nice pictures. But but yeah, that blew me away. I kind of went off on a tangent there, but you know, gonna come back.
No, it's all right.
D says, don't forget my question too. I'm sorry, I skipped down the line. Okay. D said, I would love to know how he got in hold of Mini Lad. How do you got a hold of Mini Lad? How did you okay.
So basically this is how this went. I'll start from like really like where it makes sense. My friend Jeff, some of you may know him, I know Xavier sure does, but some of you may know him. He basically he dated this one girl in VR chat. They actually had like a really decent relationship. And I'm not talking about like, you know, like just like in VR chat, but I mean like they talked a lot. They not Skype.
They communicated. They had a very good communication flow.
Yeah, it definitely was not like one of those things where it's like, you know, it's a catfish. It was definitely 100% like a really good relationship. And then I was in her server because she owned her own server too. And basically my one friend, I can't remember which one it is. I think it was, I feel bad not remember. It's not Whelp, but it was this other dude. I look from on my friends list.
I think I know what you're talking about too. I've seen him around too. I think it is Whelp.
Yeah. No, it's not Whelp. It's not Whelp.
Oh, okay.
It's Mr. Suck. That's who it is.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so our one friend, Mr. Suck, was just he was just going around and he posted in a layer server. He's like, guys, I'm currently in here with Mini Lad. Because, well, Mr. Suck's a very well-known, like, VR chat user.
Yeah.
He relatively is. He's on a lot of YouTube videos. He's on there a lot. He's
been on VR chat, VR funny. Yeah. Foxy.
He's a very funny person. Yeah. He's really funny when it comes to, like, jokes and shit like that. So he was on there. He's like, oh, shit. I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, I watch Craig a lot. So I was like, why don't I go ahead and get on there? So I get on there. I'm like, oh, shit. He really is here. I'm like, I didn't expect him to say. So I'm now, of course, I was a little bit skeptical. So I'm like, it sounded
really
like him.
Like such a lad.
It had like, you know, something that looked like him. I was like, yeah, this is definitely something Craig would wear. I'm like, I never saw him do a VR chat video. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead. So I joined his server, and sure enough, it says he was playing VR chat. I was like, oh, holy fuck. I'm like, this is actually the real Craig. Now, this was also happening around about the same time that me and you got more or less like really closely affiliated. In the fact that this was like around about June-ish, like the beginning of June.
Yep, that's about right.
No, actually, no. This is about the end of June. Actually, I think this is like I think I met him roughly around about like I don't know.
Let's see, here's a great question I would love to ask to know.
I don't know. I forgot what I was about to say, but like it's just, I don't know. It's just somewhere around June-ish, like late-ish. And I was just talking to I was just sitting there. I was like chilling with them. I had like my one really tall avatar, and he looked at me. He's like, "Damn, you tall as shit, boy." I was like, I was just laughing around. We're just having fun. And then eventually got to the point to where like the whole world, this is when, of course, VR chat still sucks. I mean, I will say it openly. VR chat sucks. It's one of the worst games. It's super fun to meet with some people, but like some people, of course,
the people are what makes it fun.
Just sucks.
Without people,
it's just the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the most boring game possible. I will honestly admit it is the most boring game. I cannot play it by myself. It is so unbelievably boring.
I got another follow-up question after that. Hopefully I don't forget, but
right.
but go ahead. We haven't got to the part where you met, you know, Mini Lad.
Yeah, so I mean, I didn't meet him, and then I was sitting there, I was talking to him, and of course, I was being like, I was being chill with him because I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my god, it's Mini Lad, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So I was like, I already know, I'm like, I'm gonna be cool. I'm like, I'm not gonna like go ahead. I'm like, because I wouldn't want that same shit happening to me. I know how it is. Like sometimes I've been like approached before, and it's like, oh my god. It's like, yeah, thank you. You're very annoying, buddy. And, so of course I go ahead and I'm like I was being chill, and then eventually got to the point where actually, like I said, VR chat being the shitty game it is, had a crash. The whole server they were in like crashed, and basically Mini Lad, me, and I think like 3 other guys just did not like crash at all. We were like the lucky ones.
Oh, so opportunity arose.
Yeah, so then eventually, he was just like, we were just like, oh shit, the world crashed. And he's like, what? He's like, I'm probably gonna off for the night. But he's like, but I'm gonna add y'all. He's like, y'all were super fun and super cool. He's like, I'd love to hang out with you guys again and have you for like another video. And he's like, yeah, but he's like, expect this one coming up soon. He's like, this one should be out in like a couple weeks or maybe less than that, like 2 weeks or something. And I was like, oh, that's sweet as hell. So, got him added. And then,
Thank you, Cthulhu.
That's really like the first part where
Thank you, Cthulhu. For the 100 biddies.
Like we just started being like really like not really close, but like we met and we were just like, yeah, we chill as hell. And then of course it just escalated more and more as like I got on and like we were doing some more stuff and like I was talking to him, and this was like before his whole demonetized tour. And then eventually it just got to the point where like the one time he was like, you know what? He's like, you add me on Discord, and he tried to add me, and then I was like, but it wouldn't let him because I have like my shit turned like safety settings. Like, you add me, so then I added him on Discord, and I was like, damn, this is fucking sweet. And then I got to the point where I do all his avatars now. So if you ever see him with a cool new avatar with like something like some sort of funny hat or like something, I'm probably the one that did it.
All right, and that, for everybody who just jumped in, was the story about how we met Mini Lad. And Cthulhu it just gave me 100 biddies, giving her a shout out there. And also want to throw in, and I haven't forgot, there was a really good question that came from Sly, backing up here. Let's see, Cthulhu says, how everyone spells my name wrong when they say it. I see. When they can see it. Okay, Cthulhu is my lord. She wants me to say the entire thing. Also, thank you, Zavian, with a heart. Okay. And going back up to Sly's question, Sly says, "Here's a great question." Patting himself on the back before he starts. How did you and Zavian first meet, and what was that you both saw in each other that led you both to become such close friends?
So the original, honestly, the first time I added him, don't remember, have no clue. Just some cool ass dude. Honestly, I think it was just randomly in like a VR chat world. I was probably hanging out with some other friends, and like this dude just came along. I was like, oh, this dude's chill as shit. So I just added him. I'm not really keen about adding like just random people too. Like it's usually like chill people I add. That's like I talk to, I have a little bit of conversation with. So I was like, you know what? I added this dude. I'm like, this dude's awesome. He's not an asshole. I could just tell that he carried like that positive, fun vibe. So I must have added him. So I already know that's how I added him. But then when things like really escalated, like
I just want you to know.
Like when I am like when me and Zaven got really affiliated, I remember, like you said earlier, we were in that one world, like the meteor world that I had to delete, sadly.
Yes.
It's a really hard time for
And there was
that's when you just you just randomly joined me. Like I guess like you were just bored that night and you saw me and you were like, you know what, I'm gonna join this dude. And
funny thing, before that, there I guess there was something else that happened before, and I think this involved Rakeless getting pranked. there was two people getting married or something like that. And,
yes, there was.
And it was a prank. It was a total prank. You were sitting in the front row. I had no idea what was going on. So I came in there serious, had on my soundboard stuff with the marriage and was doing that. And I just kind of went with it like, oh, it happens, whatever. And I think I left and then I was just kind of just hanging out and chilling like I normally do. Wasn't doing anything to be like crazy or whatever. And I think maybe somewhere in that is I remember like, yeah, there's Äcrozi there, I see he's online, let me go see what he's up to. And then we so on. So I think so what happened was we caught each other's vibe. We were both chill. We kind of liked the chill. We weren't looking for the
we were both like because I'm very like when I meet new people, I'm very calm, very relaxed. I think obviously Xavier, you know this, like I'm very like calm. I'm not like super rambunctious. Even like today in the podcasts, like y'all get so crazy, y'all get so loud. I'm just sitting there browsing Twitter on my phone, browsing Twitter on my computer. Yeah, I'm doing other shit. I'm working on stuff, just I'm doing something. But like for like the original story, like I said, I sent you I sent you a picture on Discord of like when we took like a photo because I was doing it for that one world.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna jump in on chat because I feel it building up and then I'm gonna throw some of this at you. I see D's got a lot to say.
I can see D's got a lot to say. But here, wait, real quick, so I can finish this up.
Yeah.
And so I went ahead. You joined me, and I was like, you were talking or something. I was like, yeah, you were. I'm like, damn, this dude really is chill. So I'm like, no wonder why I added him. And then, actually, I know what happened. I remember I accidentally invited you. I clicked on your name and I clicked invite when I didn't mean to. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't mean to bother this poor dude. I'm like, I know I'm annoying, but I probably didn't mean to do it. You joined. I said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to invite you. I'm like, if you're here, you can chill with us. And you're like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And then I remember you just being super chill. You were just sitting there talking. And then later on, I remember I was just like, I saw you online, so I was like, you know what? I might as well return the favor and join on him and tell him how and ask him.
There's more to that story. There's more to that story.
To him. And so I joined him, I joined you, and lo and behold, you were doing the podcast on your old world.
Yes, and then
that you had no control over.
Yes, and this was I think just before D became a regular on the podcast. Me and him knew each other before. I was hopping on his streams, and this was before I think it was really kind of taking off. But not to go too far there, I want to catch up on some of the chat. So here we go. After went with Cthulhu's name, which is Cthulhu is my lord. Okay, D says, hey, that dope, my dude. Tell him I said lucky. And that was for the mini lad. Then he says, then how did he add me? I'm not chill at all, says D.
Well, I know D just because Xavion was doing. I was talking to Xavion the one night, and I'm pretty sure we were talking. Oh no, I remember it was Minecraft. We were doing something.
Yes. I talked to D. Me and D were hanging out, and we were doing some of the voiceover stuff for Doki Doki and Kentucky Fried Chicken madness. It was insane. It was mad fun. And I think after like the Doki Doki stuff, okay, I wasn't sure if you wanted to jump in on it, so I included you in. And I think that's how that connection kind of bridged forward. And that's what happened. I end up inviting you into the lovely madness of the gang.
Yeah.
So to speak.
So y'all invited me to gang, and then once when I was in gang, what do you call it? I was really just like chilling with y'all, and I remember I gave Xavier my Minecraft account, and I showed him how like to play Minecraft the other night. And then we were all just in there. We were playing Minecraft on D's server.
Which, of course, off of that, I think I apologize a lot of times because D actually went out and bought me Minecraft, I think, right before you gave me Minecraft, and a lot of stuff happened there too. But we got it all fixed
Oh,
out.
did he buy you an actual account?
Yeah, he did.
So do you have like your own account?
Oh no, I think, I don't know. I'm gonna check once I scroll down because he'll probably put in there. Yeah, he says I remember that. and I think that he turns into Suction Cup Man. Fuck you. I'm climbing up the comments. Okay. Anyway, I think he returned it somehow and got his money back. I'm hoping he did. If not, I need to return that favor, and I've said that. Okay, so continuing on from that point, actually I think that kind of answers that question there. Oh yeah, let me add that so people can see that in the chat. My bots kind of go crazy. I don't really care for the censorship part. I gotta fix that. Another question. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna go from the chat, and then I'm gonna ask my own question because I feel like I haven't got a lot of my questions in just yet. Sly Snake says, I remember how I met Xavier and where I remember actually sent me a friend request just after we finished a fun game of Never Have I Ever, and I love doing those. They get quite crazy. And he asked a question that had to do with daddy, and I talked about my son. Yes, I forget what that was, but yes, that was something that did happen. Let me go back over here. Okay, so got some other questions for you. I had made and selected because this is how I want to kind of dig past what the people won't know about you. One simple question: what's your favorite color, Äcrozi?
My favorite color?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely like either a dark blue or like a green.
Oh, okay. Now, here's another question for you. It's gonna sound really random, but just gonna follow along with me. Let's say you're on a game show. You just won $1 million.
Okay.
What's the first thing you're gonna buy for your age right now, for everything you know right now? What's the first thing you're gonna buy with $1 million?
Definitely like fucking sweet ass PC setup. Get like the best parts I can, build it myself, get monitors, get a cool ass like a good desk, shit like that, router, modem, VR, the whole 9 yards, microphone, good stuff, like get like high quality stuff. And then, so that's probably going to be roughly around about like 20 grand if I had to guess. Probably like not probably way less. But,
you can get up there. There's some $300,000 setups that's out there.
Well,
so.
those are like custom like everything. Like that's like custom like woodworking on like a graphics card. Like yeah, of course that's going to be like that's like the Post Malone build that Jay's 2 Cents did.
Yeah, there was I think a guy. I want to say he does EDM. I think it's something Aco or something. I cannot think of his name, but I remember I was on Pinterest looking at his setup, and man, it looks beautiful. It is a laboratory of pure musical awesomeness, and I would love to have the equivalent of that. And can you name 3 top heroes, superheroes that other people should follow?
What? 3
superheroes that other people should follow. Like if they need a hero in their life, this is someone like you should look after. Read up on their story. It can be a superhero. It can be just a famous celebrity. Can you think of 3?
Not really, because all the dudes I follow are fucking clowns, and then I'm not, and then all like the funny content creators, but like I guess like people who like you should actually look up to, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, even though the man might be an idiot, he's got hella good confidence. He's got the best confidence in the world. I wish to have confidence like him. And then Elon Musk, just his brain is just, he's just so fucking smart. Confidence, the brain, and then I guess really just maybe like Brian Shaw.
Brian Shaw. Okay, maybe I'm not sure about Brian. I heard the name. Tell me more about Brian Shaw.
American Strawman.
Oh, okay. Cthulhu says I knew he was going to say Elon Musk.
Yes, of course.
Okay, I know I'm bouncing back. Seiko. Seiko. I don't think. I'm just I'm going straight out of order. Sorry here. I see the pre-nut. I see this. They gave it to Rakeless. Oof. It's all in there. Seiko joined on me, I think, one day, and I think that's how him and Äcrozi met. But as far as like those two knowing each other, like I don't think you guys hang out with Seiko. I don't think you hang out with Seiko.
So, I don't know. Sly Snake?
No, it's a guy named Seiko. Like, it's in there, but I don't think you two like actually know each other. Like I think it just so happened you both were in the same room and met each other. And
no, I don't know who the hell. I feel bad, but I don't know who Seiko is, but I know who Sly Snake is.
Yeah,
Sly Snake's like the he's the Australian mate, right?
Yes, yeah, and one of his things was tell Äcrozi how we met. It's up a bit in the chat. And oh, never mind, you got to it. LOL. Damn latency. but yeah, you want to explain how you and Sly Snake met?
Podcast, really. That's what, I don't know. I think that's really how I remember it. That's how I remember. I'm just in the podcast sites when we were doing something.
Okay, and here's some IRL questions. Okay, so your social life outside of the digital realm, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rank yourself at?
Pardon, what was the question?
On your social life, talking to people, being kind of the lively bunch, or are you a full on extrovert? You're livening up the party.
No, not even close. It is so funny.
Okay,
wait, get back.
Are you maybe the bully?
It's not. I'm not a bully. I've always just, when I was real little, I was more of just like, I was always like the leader, like people would always like look up to me. Like I was always like really like my own person. Like people would follow me. I never follow everyone else. But now as I've gotten older, I've definitely become more of an introvert. Like I hate talking to people.
Yet you're on the podcast a lot, but I will get to that question later.
Well, yeah, but think about it. Do I ever talk on the podcast?
Yeah, we do. I do know that you avoid talking questions every now and then. I understand. So like, I don't have a problem with it or anything. But yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's too much. The problem with me is it's too many people that I don't know. If it's like you'll have like a bunch of people that join that I don't know and they're just talking, they're having fun. I'd be like, I don't know anything. I feel out of place. I feel like I'm taking up a slot in the world, honestly. So I feel like
you climb in your introverted bubble. Almost. You're like, you need that
yeah,
your social sheet.
Yeah. If it's someone good I know, like Cthulhu, I know pretty good. D, I know pretty good. You obviously I know pretty good. Like if it's like when you guys like I could just hang with you guys. You guys are chill. I know you guys. I could just chill with you guys, play a game, not feel awkward, have fun, because then that's what it is. Because even it's not even like IRL. I'm like an introvert. Like it's like also in game, dude. Like I'm also like I'm just an introvert all around, bro.
Okay. Now I want to get into the next question here. I'm looking back in the chat in just a minute. On your YouTube channel, now I've had the liberty of perusing through your channel and loving the content that you have created, my boy. So on there, I see there's a lot of let's say server chat inspired things going on. What is it that makes it that makes you go in there like, okay, I gotta make a video on this? What kind of kicks that off for you?
So like what do I use to go ahead and record? Like what do I look at to like say, okay, I'm gonna use this to record?
Yeah, I can say like one thing. If let's say if I needed a random craziness piece, I could just take from your content very easily. It doesn't matter what time. It doesn't matter the video, but there is some lines in there. Stop touching my taco pussy was one of them. And
did you get that from one of my things?
Yes, that was from your video out of there. I think it was like one of your earlier videos. I think either 5th or 6th or maybe 8th. I'm not sure. But yeah, short content. I think your longest may have been close to 10 minutes. I think, or 8 minutes or 6 minutes.
Nothing's over. No, I think I know what you're talking about. I'm looking at it right now. It's 5 minutes and 52 seconds.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah.
No, 5 minutes. No, wait. No, wait. Now I have to figure this out. Give me a second. This is important to me. No, it is. It's 5 minutes and 52 seconds. It's the Cards Against Humanity laugh, Tosh.
Yes.
So like a lot of things was like a lot of them are either like, you know, funny stuff. Like a lot of like the early ones are like with some of like my old friend Peggy, dude. He was chill as shit. I don't know what happened to him. We just kind of like stopped talking, and then I just felt like I was being like a dickhead, so I just removed him off Discord and then just kind of like unadded him. But he was so fun. He was so funny. Like me and him would just laugh upon hours at our own shitty jokes. But like, it's just like, I guess like whenever I like want to record, it's like usually like mine, like whenever I'm recording, it's like usually like, oh shit, I haven't uploaded in a while, so I might want to get something out.
Yes. Yeah, actually, that's a common line on like your video. Yeah, sorry, I haven't uploaded in a while.
Yeah, it's on like my recent ones, especially because like you go like last year, dude, I started it off strong. I started it off with Minecraft Laftage 2 on January 7th, 2019. Pretty good. And then all of a sudden, February 1st comes around, a new video. February 18th comes around, new video. Let's see, February 23rd comes around, new video. So it's like 5 days apart. March 13th come around, new video. And then all of a sudden, I just fell off the face of the planet. June 25th, new video.
Oh, also want to throw this out there too.
November 29th.
This is out of order, but just gonna throw this out there. Cosmil says, "Oh my God, that's Äcrozi. I'm a big fan."
Yeah, I know. I saw him. I see you, Cos. I love you, boy. That's my boy right there. That's my boy. That's my British boy. Dude, Cos is so funny. I swear to God. The problem is we like hang out. We hung out like so much that like literally there was nothing else for us to talk about, because it's like one of those things where like you talk to them so much every day. We're like, what do you talk about? Like literally your day consists with them. Like what are you gonna say? Oh yeah, earlier I was with you and we were talking about dicks. We're talking about this.
Oh, and also I'm just gonna play this too. This is from one of your videos. Just want to have anybody who's listening right now just to enjoy the sound, and if you can in chat, maybe open a second tab, go to Äcrozi's channel, and tell me if you can find what the title of this video is. I'll let you know if you're right, just from the sound of the.
See if I can get this myself.
Okay, here we go. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, this is the sound bite from it. Here we go.
My ass cheeks be jiggling when I sprint.
You can't hear it?
No.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, wait, no. Well, I heard on your stream. My ass cheeks be jiggling when I sprint. That's from my pacify at Laftage.
Oh, you gave the answer away. But yes, the pacify one, when you're playing, what horror game was that?
Pacify. That's what that was called.
Oh, okay. No, that's pretty on the head, on the head there. How long did it take for you to get to work on that video from beginning to end?
Like editing?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that video was a fucking nightmare.
I liked it. I really liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too. Like I was actually pretty satisfied with it. I thought this one was pretty good. I knew it wasn't my best shit, but I knew it definitely was not one of my worst. And it was on like a high ranking. But it was, dude, that one was such a pain in the fucking ass, dude. I swear to God, I was ready to kill myself over that one. I was this close. I was so close to just deleting that one and saying, fuck it, this one's not going out. Because I had to reset all my recording software because my microphone, my audio was fucked up. So I cleared everything. I cleared out my entire OBS settings, everything, redid everything. That was the first video I did recording it. Didn't realize the output was set to something that Sony Vegas can't recognize, and there was nothing available to fix it. So what I had to literally do was I had to do get a whole bunch of different programs, convert it to one file, then convert that file to another file.
I remember, yes, because around the time you were asking me for what kind of conversion software should I use in order to get a video or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a pain. I feel you there.
That was that one was such a pain in the ass. But editing wise, I think it maybe took me it usually takes me. I mean, depends on how motivated I am. Some of my other videos, anything that's before the what do you call it, the CS:GO laftage. So anything that's basically random laftage 3 and then just forward into my older ones. I usually do those all in the day, but now I've been sort of taking it and just what do you call it? Just cutting it up into a couple days worth.
Yeah, I feel you there. From the chat,
It's a lot nicer.
All right, I'm from the chat. I'm gonna throw this out there. Cthulhu says, "I'm not gonna lie, I miss hanging out with Äcrozi one-on-one. We used to do that a lot. So you gotta give Cthulhu, my lord, some more tender loving care."
I do miss it. I missed. Fucking Christ, I can't speak. I missed hanging out with you, Rave. It was so fun. It was missing me and you. We just talk about some cracked shit. It was just, I love that. It was so fun.
And Sly Snake says, by the way, Äcrozi, I've been subbed to you, YouTube, and following you on Twitch pretty much since I first met you. LOL.
I appreciate it, man. I always appreciate it. I don't even know how I got 100 subscribers on YouTube, but some of my content, I just feel some of it's just garbage, but some of it I feel it's I like some of it. Some of it I find. Some of it I'll watch. I'll rewatch some of my old videos and I'll fucking die of laughter. I think it's the funniest shit ever.
I'm not gonna lie. I did the last video I made. I honestly went back and watched it probably at least 3 or 4, probably 5 or 6 times. It may be I can't believe I'm watching my own content, but it actually is pretty good.
I know. It's such a self-centered thing to say, but honestly, dude, I'll go back and I'll watch some of my old videos, some of my first ones. I'll be oh, this is dog shit. I don't know how I find any of this funny. My first video was over edited, kind of garbage. Didn't really fuck with it, dude. You go to my newer video, I'm oh my God.
Hey, Cthulhu, you were right. That was my doorbell. Yeah, and in the background you probably heard it. So I have the here we go, commercial time. I can feel it. I use the Ring Bell alarm system, and that way I don't have to leave downstairs and go check at my door, and then that lets me know if anything is going to be coming around my house. Anyway, I live in the ghetto, so that's how that kind of works. That's the short answer there, but yes, you're right, you caught me on that. I'm so sweet, I'm gonna cry. Oh yes, so I think she got your message on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Have a good night, everyone. I'm a piece, says Kaz. All right, see you, Kaz, homie.
All right, Kaz.
I definitely want to hang out with you too. two costs, but like we just have to find something like to play that both of us know we can both stand.
How about you play that one game that you just kicked my ass like up and down, left and right on? It was. I'll explain real quick. This was like a Tetris game where nothing is centered or balanced and everything keeps falling down, and it was just round
Tricky
per
towers.
round. Yes, tricky towers, and we had to go at least 30 times, and I didn't win one. I didn't win one against Äcrozi. He just demolished me. And then there was times like, oh no, I'm about to lose. Meanwhile, I'm like a third of his tower height and I'm still dropping shit. Like, fuck you. That's where I was kind of at.
I remember you tied me once, and it wasn't even you that tied me. It was your wife.
Yes. The rare appearance of Laura had I jumped away from the keyboard like this. Just you're good at this, right? Just take it. Just take it away. Just take it away. Well, yeah. He was. I'm not going to challenge you on. I'll challenge you for the fun of it. I was okay with doing tricky towers just for this interview to have in the background. Meanwhile, I'm just getting more frustrated as it goes. But we don't need to have that in our life. That's a good call not to do that. So, okay, next question. Gonna bring it back to your childhood, sir. Now,
Okay.
are you the middle child, the oldest, the only child? Oldest child. Okay. As the oldest child, do you feel like you naturally are, play as like a sub-guardian type? A lot of the older children.
Yes.
Okay. How so? Can you
Very
explain?
protective of my little sister.
Oh, that's sweet.
Little 12-year-old sister. Bit of annoying, obviously, bit of a dunce, but nonetheless, still my little sister. And it's almost like, obviously, like, it's like she'll be talking about shit, and she'll be like, boys try to like touch me on the bus, and I like honestly, like inside, it's like, what the fuck?
Oh boy.
It's like, you're like, who's trying to touch you? Because I'm gonna blow their head off in a second. That's what's gonna happen.
Have you ever had the glory of confronting someone as a protector? I mean, full on fights count too. I mean, that's straight up contact.
No, I haven't had that yet.
Have you ever gotten into a fight?
Yes, fucking lots. I went to Cheektowaga, which is like the most diverse school, and you can already guess how that went.
Well, you won. That's what happened, right? Exactly.
Well, yeah, I did. Because all of it was a bunch of fucking ghetto ass retards, or quote unquote ghetto. They think that they're fucking sweet, but like they live in like pretty nice area compared to like what an actual fucking ghetto looks like. Because trust me, I've been there. I've seen what it looks like. I know. I'm like, trust me, you guys live pretty lavish compared to some other people. But it's like I was never scared, I mean, like I was always bigger than most people. I was always physically active. I was always, I'm always strong. I still am strong. I took fighting. So like if someone tried to approach me and be like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, I'd just laugh and I'd be like, yeah, is that how that's gonna go?
All right. Now here's the next question I'm gonna throw at you, and this would be really easy. Deep Gaming says, hashtag my home growing up. I think you can relate there. Okay, what would intimidate you more? A really big burly guy who's slightly annoyed or angry at you, or a random unknown pretty lady trying to flirt with you?
Which would what?
Which would make you more afraid?
More afraid?
Yes.
I mean, I guess like the big burly guy, but like if I'll be honest, it doesn't. I've met guys that are like fucking like 6'5" that are just like always look pissed, dude, and I'm just chill with them, dude. Honestly, like I'm not really one to get intimidated unless if it's someone like fucking Brian Shaw that's like fucking pissed off. He's like 6'9", 350 pounds. Then I'm like, okay, I'm kind of intimidated. I'm kind of not, I'm like not really in the mood to fuck with you. You're a whole foot taller than me and you're like double my weight. I'm like, I kind of just look at you and be like, you have fun, bro.
Cthulhu, I want to put out this one here. Cthulhu is my lord. I feel that so much, Äcrozi, that shit happens all the time with my little brother. I am literally I am a
I'm
literal
literally Mama Bear when it comes to protecting him. Kids
you.
bully the crap out of him, and it pisses me off. I saw you struggling.
Thank you. I'm kind of like bouncing it back and forth and making excuses. That's what takes time.
Oh yeah, by the way, I just want to mention this now. Sorry if I ramble a lot. I go extremely off topic a lot.
That's all right. I want you to kind of expand on this next question. It's very simple, but it's very common. Why the name Äcrozi?
Oh boy, so this is going back a bit. Once again, gonna ramble again. Gonna start from the origin. When I was real little, friend Mike got Minecraft P Pocket Edition on his phone. I was like, "Fuck, this shit looks cool as hell." Got it on the Java edition, so like the computer version. This was like back in 2014, 2013. I think it was 2013. Just was like, looked at my mom, said, "What should my username be?" And she looked at me, she's like, "How about Cliff0428?" Because the Cliff represented my name, and the 0428, or Cliff is Clifford. My name's Clifford, if no one knew. But
I knew that was going to come out once we got to the topic.
And then the 0428 is just like some random number. Or some number, but I'll tell you it's not my birthday, but it's someone else's that's like close to me. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do with that. So I made that Cliff0428. That's my email. That's literally everything. Like my old Steam. Like if you check my Steam account, it will still be Cliff0428 just because I can't change it. But the name will say Äcrozi, but the URL is Cliff0428.
All right, and there's the story. And I want to say that closer to the end of this too, so that way people have to dig for that.
Well, here, wait. Yeah, but then the Äcrozi came from, like, I was just like, because I did, like, my friends would change their names, like, every fucking year, and I'd be like, how do you guys change your names this much? Me, I was just like, you know, like, I had Cliff0428 for, like, literally, like, 6 years. I was like, you know what? I think it's time for a name change that's, like, a little bit cooler, you know, like, a little bit more, like, with, like, you know, like, the modern sort of, like, how we do names now, where it's, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, the people with, like, the fucking, like, slick...
Sly, I'll take that back.
Like, I don't know. It's
I'll
like,
see if I can drag a conversation out of you.
it's like the people with, like, those names where it's just, like, it rolls good off the tongue. And so I was like, you know what? I literally went to a random name generator, gave me the name Äcrozi, and it was spelled differently. I think it was Arox, and I think I just made it to Äcrozi.
I see.
I guess that's just how the name was born. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. My friends made fun of me at first, but now obviously they don't give a shit anymore.
It's working. It's a good name.
Yeah, so then Äcrozi, and then obviously I just added the dots just because, I don't know, I like the A with the dots over it just makes it so like a lot less people are always fucking spamming me. And then, plus it's a German sort of like lettering, so I was just like, look at me, I'm cool.
All right, this will probably be the last question. I don't want to have these go for too long, and then we'll probably just hang out or something like that on VR chat if you're cool with that. Now,
all right.
Last question, and this is: what is something you do currently that makes you cringe? That you can't believe you do this, but it makes you cringe. Also, I'll throw out the last questions if anyone put any questions in the chat too. I'll put that out there too.
Things that make me cringe. Just my retarded ass in general. A lot of jokes I say, like dumb shit. Like,
is it like that new the channel we got in there, the after 2 a.m.? Does that happen more often than we have evidence of?
That's not really making me cringe. I kind of laugh at some of those. Like, it's not more of like cringe. It's more of like some of like the things I look at. It's like, ooh, why did I do that? or like why did I say that? You know, like the clip is funny, but like why did I didn't have to say that? You know, I could have said something else that would have made it funnier. But like things that make me cringe is definitely like some of my old like my childhood pictures. Not gonna lie. When I was like in 8th grade, was snapping this one bitch, took a picture of me like in bed with how like I was looking, dude. I was trying to like go for like a hard jawline. Posted it on my story accidentally. Didn't realize it was on my story. Friends fucking went on my story, just screenshotted, just kept them sending me that shit.
So it was just you sleeping, but you were younger. That was it. I don't see how that's.
No, it's just not. It wasn't me sleeping. It was me like awake, just did something fucking stupid. Just wasn't. I looked at it. I was like, why did I do that? Why did I kind of do some of that stuff? It was just, you know, some certain things.
All right, I'm gonna go through, take one more look into the chat, see if there's any other questions in here. I think we covered everything here. Sly said something about not doing a G2K because he doesn't think I can pull a conversation from him. I think we could. I think that could definitely happen. Let's see. I think we're good. Is there anything you'd like to add on here for you, Äcrozi? Something that I have not mentioned that, you know, would be a good thing to add right now. And I know there's something.
You know there's something, but there's really not. Honestly, I guess I'm just chill.
Chill, living your life, getting more things out there, and hopefully growing into them being the next Elon Musk 2.0 Äcrozi edition. All right, and I think that is going to be finishing it up for our G2K. And thank you, everyone. Loki, how you doing? Welcome. Loki, definitely it will probably be on one of the G2Ks so it can dig down. Plus, you can dig some of my history up. And Rainbow V Rage. So happy to have both of you here. Just about to close out this stream here. See the look like what? Also, L Nightlock says, I love how Äcrozi's status on Discord for a minute was playing Wallpaper Simulator. Oh, is that a game?
I'll put it up real quick. What do you mean? You own it. Oh my god. You really are old.
Yeah, maybe.
Wallpaper engine?
Yeah, the thing I'm running in the background. I didn't know you could play it and it would show that. Okay, well, yes, I will stay on there so I can see you, Rainbow. In fact, I'm gonna pop into another world here. But that is gonna close us up. I got another video to launch so everybody can see this. Thank you, everyone, for joining in, chiming in, adding into the conversation. Honestly, the side conversation going on is also very interesting too. There's an extra reading piece just kind of falling on with this. But thank you again, Äcrozi, for letting me do this for you or with you.
No problem. I always appreciate it. And I guess as usual, if anyone really wants to know more, you can always just go ahead and ask me. I don't mind having conversations. It's just prepare for me to be boring, go off topic, be a dumbass, laugh at some shit. Never expect the story to go linear. Just expect me to ramble off a lot. Expect me just to be saying dumb shit too. I
literally on my ITC podcast I go rambling into like the opening. It's a natural part of conversation. All right, that's our piece. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take it easy. I will be still in VR chat for a little bit longer, so we'll be doing a Friends Plus world very soon.
Man, that was unbelievably dog shit of a game.
I just wanna cut loose, snip, fuck a job, fuck it. I can be my own boss, on God. Just cut my own check, make my own bread.